What's going on, guys? Novicity here. My name is Nov. Welcome to True Crime Podcast, streaming both live on Facebook and YouTube. At the same time, bringing you a new video of Sean Grayson over the Sonya Massey case. He is locked up. Now, you're thinking to yourself, hey, Nov, you know, he's locked up. He's in clothing, whatever. You know, I heard some dialogue in here and some rumors that they are making him comfortable, that he might be let out. Oh, it's okay. And he just pew someone. Huh? Well, we're going to find out right now. I don't want to hesitate too much. I don't want to talk too much. I want to start now. But before I do, hit the like button, hit the share button. If you're brand new, subscribe, hit the follow button. I would appreciate that so much. Your like, your engagement means a lot. And I want to get involved with you guys, okay? Thank you so much for liking and sharing and hitting that subscribe button. Let's get into it right now. Jail video shows ex-deputy charged with Sonya Massey's murder making comments about charges. That's what it says here. I read it for you if you can't see it. I'm going to do this for you so you can read it. Right there, ex-deputy charged with Sonya Massey's murder making comments about charges. What kind of comments? Well, let's see.
You guys go around the construction?
Yeah.
Back Texas. Oh, by the way, blacktop. Jesus Christ, thank you. Yeah, we already did.
They're doing all that resurfacing and stuff. We can't get downtown Petersburg done.
No, but you can do it in the middle of nowhere.
Like they do going in town.
Yep.
Well, we'll do a process in our system that we have here. Sean?
Yes.
I'm Phil.
This is Phil.
We talked to, of course, Jack some, and we've been talking to Phil and I. So we just recently went to the thing where they make this stuff and post it online.
We shut it down.
You did shut it down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We called our IT and just said control the website for 24 hours. And they said it wasn't a big deal. So
Maybe we should do that then. Jack said,
I mean, you can
put anything that, don't do anything.
I was thinking you can put him in on a temp hold instead of putting all his charges in. You put him in under temp hold, like we do. Like we also
Blue Guy's system.
Yeah, well, show New World.
Yeah, we got a new world. I'm not, we just got a new cat, and that's the whole problem. Is I don't know, I haven't seen a temp. I mean,
I didn't look at it online, but I know it's on the website, right? On our county website.
I mean, you got to be somewhat savvy to be able to get there. And I mean, we have people here all the time that their spouses, like they'll have other county holds and all that's on there. If they were able to look, they would see that. And
If you can't hear what they're saying, two things that I advise you. Put your headphones on and try to read the bottom of the caption, in which I'm going to try to make it a little bigger for you right now. Font size, 150. I hope you can read it, okay?
Not leaving.
and they're all making arrangements.
No one knows it's here except for our admin. So
I don't see much problem with it being here. I mean, I would think that's with
this
the
should be.
crazies one.
Hopefully, we're thinking it's a short deal term. You know, he might go down to the judge tomorrow.
Okay, so they fast forwarding it. If you're new to the stream, hit comment below. I want to know your thoughts. We just started, guys. We just started.
I think you'll know about court, probably not till tomorrow.
I'll know more first thing in the morning. If not tonight, and Mr. Beck and the sheriff will reach out to you. Or someone over here. I mean, I'm sure they got your number.
Yeah, I'll be here. Sure, back in.
We got the fair going on, so you'll be out.
Yeah, that's the thing. We got fair going on, but
Or they can call the jail if for some reason he can't get home, they'll get a hold of me. And,
I'm not stacked up in here, so isolate you and all that stuff.
I told him, what, again, 15 maybe?
No, we only housed 26, but I think we're down to 3.
3?
So, they get
That
down
was
there,
one
and
small booking.
one of them's female, so she's up front here. And then how long do you have the next? 2, Carly?
Yeah, it's quiet. Quiet. Some ones at trial right now. Well, I guess I'll be back tomorrow. But
Yeah, one of the Cass County hold, he's at trial, so Cass comes and gets him.
It's amazing how they're just having a conversation and speaking with him like he's just like, hey, he's a cop, guys. It's all fine. No, he's a murderer. They're having some type of good rapport. I don't like that because he's a cop. This is the point that I'm making. They are like a little clique, like a little gang. They're chatting around with him and like, yeah, you know, the court thing, you know, we're gonna do this and that. Treat him like you would treat any other criminal in the street. You guys be punching, slapping, body slamming, making the handcuffs tight. The guy has no handcuffs. He's chilling. Engaging in a conversation like shit is sweet. It ain't sweet.
He's up trial all week, so. A lot of people are
I'll be in
going
court still in the back.
Might as well.
thanks, Ashley.
Which side for me?
Oh, yeah.
That just shows me dropping him off here.
I know. That's not just enough, huh?
I was gonna say, you should be familiar.
Huh?
Don't give him too much.
Every time Neil goes the same, he goes, hey, you gotta try to recruit him every time. I think it's bullshit.
I think it's bullshit.
I tried to recruit their guys.
They try to recruit you.
It's the opposite. I'm trying to recruit them for us.
Some more stuff.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah, we've been lost some. We lost some weight while we're down 2 right now. But
And another one in like 3 weeks.
2 weeks.
3 weeks.
Sean, these guys will take care of you.
All right, Sean, these guys will take care of you. What the heck do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? All right, Sean, these guys will take care of you. What is this? So, this is the department. This is their department, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Sean, these guys will take care of you. He just somebody in the face. Are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? Hi, guys. Excuse me? What? You and I know. Everybody in the chat. You know that I know. They would never treat a criminal this way. I know. Trust me, I have experience. I don't want to say where I seen this at, but I've seen it personally. Trust me. Inside the system, I have seen it. I have virtually seen how they treat criminals. I've watched it. They don't do this like this. No, they do not. No. All right, buddy. Yeah, they take care of you. No. This is what I'm talking about. They are like a little gang. That's the problem. There's leniency. There's almost immunity for these guys. Like it's nothing. It's cute. He just took someone's life. Hey, they'll take care of you. What are you talking about? Rules said Dawson Farley needs to be arrested. I agree. Hit that like and share button for me, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody on Facebook and YouTube. I knew this video was gonna really piss me off.
Anything?
Let's rewind it. Let's rewind it.
3 weeks.
Sean, these guys will take care of you. Sheriff, you need anything?
If you need anything,
myself, if I can help with anything.
myself, if I can help. What? What is happening? What is Oh my God!
He'll take care of you, Sean. You'll be hearing from us probably tomorrow.
You'll be hearing from us tomorrow. Oh my gosh! I can't. I don't like this, man.
One way or another. All right.
One way or another?
Okay, for the hotel.
All right, guys,
Thanks, sir.
Come on. Sure.
Appreciate it. Sean, good luck, brother.
Why is he not have handcuffs? Can somebody in the chat tell me right now? Why is he not in handcuffs? Why is he not in handcuffs? Why is he not behind a jail? Do you understand what I'm telling you? If someone did that, what he did to Sonya Massey, they would not be like this. Yeah. Oh, they take care of me? Okay, thank you. Are you going to come back for me? Okay, thank you. Are you going to let me know also? How do you let me know? How do you let a criminal know? You're talking to a criminal. Oh, we let you know. We got you. We'll take care of you. Since when this is the thing? Since when they... Just because he was a police officer, so what? Corruption.
What's that shit yours from?
The big.
Hopefully you got something that big.
I have to bring something from home.
The sheriff's got it there back there somewhere.
Wow. Sure, we got something. Bring something back from home. I'm telling you, they are treating this guy like first class, ladies and gentlemen. First class.
Yes, probably. So, I'm just gonna pick, we don't have a whole lot, but the good thing is right now, we don't have a whole lot of people here right now. You're just gonna be back there with, I was hoping the female up here was gonna be open. If it does, we'll just get you up, but for now.
We'll get you up. Wait, what? Whoa! What? Wait, what? What?
Open. If it does, we'll just get you up. But for now, I want to put you in the, you'll be on the whole side by yourself. It's that's not the bars, it's the steel, so a lot of privacy. If for some reason you don't like, let me know, and that's kind of where I probably want to be. Just kind of, you'll be by yourself.
Wow, look at them. He's giving him the best treatment. By yourself, some privacy. It's not, look, did you just hear what he just said? And he better not be,
Yeah. So, if something, you want something, let me know and we'll.
if you want something, just let me know. First class jail, ladies and gentlemen.
See at the time what we can do with it, but don't be afraid to ask if you need something, and we'll get you through it.
So let's get another thing. That's about the biggest we got. I don't know. I think that looks too little. So you already booked into Sangamon County?
Yeah.
So you want me to pat them down, or you think they use a body scanner?
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, I mean they use, right? They use body scanner. I mean you're good.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a plastic bag. I check everything else and put it in that, so I don't have a phone or wallet or anything. So.
Okay.
No money. We want back and start since all the.
And you're going to have one of them. Yeah, I'm leaving.
Who's here yet?
Randy. Rob should be here anytime. Rob should be here anytime.
Not be very far to get back.
First class service, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll be here.
They just speed it up. In the meantime, you know, I am disgusted. They are catering to him beyond what they'll do to like their partner, their own partner. You need anything, I'll put you in a private little, he didn't use the word cell, but he said, don't worry, something, it's not bars or nothing. He says something in that fashion. I will come back to it. If you need anything, I'll get you anything you need. You'll be up and out of here. What the hell are you talking about? I never saw, or from people I know that went to jail, they don't get this treatment. From what I've seen, anything that I've heard, never seen this treatment. Maybe it's probably different in other places, but no. too much of a coincidence to be where he's an officer. And I believe Sangamon County took him to a different department. So that's too much of a coincidence. He's not in the same office. He's not. But the way that he's talking with him, he's not gathering rapport to get information. There's a difference. He's actually saying, I'll get you some sneakers, some shoes. You'll be all right. Up and out of here. He's talking to him. There's no handcuffs. Get out of here. No, now that I never heard of. That I never heard of. That I never heard of. Somebody that took another person's life, no handcuffs, and he's in his face like this. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got you. If you need, we're going to put you in a nice, comfortable private cell. We got you. If you need anything, just reach out to me. We're going to get you some stuff. If you need anything, like, no way. No way. No. Meredith Keefe with the $9.99 says, so glad you are back in full effect. You are Sonya's voice. Everyone say her name. Meredith, well said. I love that. We are her voice. Not just me, but we are. All of us. Thank you, Meredith. I appreciate you. I hope you're having a good day.
I mean, I can't imagine that they're not going to release me on.
So what are you being paid? I guess where'd that paperwork go? I mean, hopefully
we got a copy of it.
They're saying my charges are first degree murder, aggravated with a weapon, and official misconduct.
That's based off the grand jury.
Yeah. That's what the state's attorney agreed, or that's what the state's attorney made the charges. So they said this is for my own safety to put me in custody. So
this is for my own safety to put me in custody. I don't see no handcuffs. And he's being charged with first-degree murder, two more additional charges, stand before a grand jury. Try to read here, guys, as best as you can, okay? Hit the subscribe button if you're brand new over at YouTube and the follow button over at Facebook. I would appreciate that very much, guys. Hit that like button.
So here I am.
To be honest with you, or to be anywhere. Take care of you. You know what I mean?
I'll probably have you do the booking if that's all right.
Tommy.
We're pretty small, so we're pretty laid back. You know what I mean? It ain't like over there. Is there anything I can get you tonight? You need something to drink right now or anything?
I'll just take some water.
Look at that. They just catering to him. They glazing him. He loves the glaze. They are glazing him. Can I take care of you? You need some water? Yo, this is over. This is so much. Like, if they are rewarding him. Oh.
Yeah, I'll get you some water right now. Hey, boss. Yeah. Can you grab me a cup of water out of the...
Oh, yeah. The water?
Yes, please. There's a glass right up there. I can just get a cup of this.
Oh, God.
The glaze is crazy. Guys, I did get an update also on this case. It's good news. So stay here, stay involved. After the video, I'm going to tell you at least we have some good news. Yeah.
I'm Neil. Go ahead and tell you my name. You what? Neil. So you work with Zanin? Did you used to work with Zanin? Jonathan Zanin. Did you know him? He went to Springfield now.
Oh, yeah.
No, short ass. Him, Bomke, JT Taraski used to work with us.
Yeah, I worked with all of them.
Yeah. Good guys.
Yep.
Alright, Sean, so I'll have Rob get you going on the booking, and then there's no rush, no hurry on this, and then we'll get you whenever you're ready to go ahead.
Okay.
For now, we'll just get through the booking part of it. It's still, you gotta prioritize, it's somewhat of a new system, so sometimes it doesn't cooperate as well as we'd like on the.
Okay, this is being fast forward, ladies and gentlemen. Hit that like button for me, ladies and gentlemen. I would appreciate that so much. This man is being treated like it's like on some luxurious, on a cruise. He's on a cruise, ladies and gentlemen. Sean, would you like me to massage your feet? Sean, can I do anything for you? Can I update your Facebook status? Can I glaze you more? Would you like some tea? Would you like a back massage?
Better come out and there's gonna be a blue board over here. Just be set.
Ross James, right. Ross James, right. Thank you for the 2 super chat. Right. Thank you, Ross
Right there,
James.
just looking at my phone. It's gonna click several times. I'll let you know when you can turn.
Get that mug shot in. Get that mug shot in.
Okay, go ahead and face towards me.
Yup, get right in this system. Get right in this system with them flip-flops. And let me tell y'all guys something. That is the image, the famous image that you guys have seen, chat. That is the image that has been like initially going around if you haven't seen it. So let me just show you real quick. It's this one right here. I got both of them, but that's this initial image from my understanding. Yeah.
Alright, go ahead and face the other way and look at me. Blue piece of tape right there on the wall.
Oh, yeah. No, go ahead and I'll just go mess with it right there. See what we can find out.
Yep.
You can go back and hang out there for a little bit longer.
As we get closer then.
Again, my 2 super chatters. Thank you so much, Meredith and Ross James. Thank you so much. If he gets any more better treatment, I'm just gonna be so upset, chat. I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna tell you now. by the way, so this video is an 18-minute video. I actually have the full 1 hour and something. Now, I'm not going to go crazy and bore you guys. I want to get to what's the important things, what we need to know. Plus the update as well that I want to show you, all right? So let's continue. That's right, Sean. Look at him. Look at him. He thinks he's like a little dog. Hey, look at him. Look at he's waiting by the door. Like somebody's going to come save him. No, no, no. No. You're looking at life. Life. Look at you. Don't pray now. Don't pray. Don't. Well, let me not say that, but don't listen. An eye for an eye, buddy. An eye for an eye.
There's gotta be another number to follow. Hey, when did you use the phone yet?
What do you mean you used the phone yet? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing here? Is he still engaged? Somebody on Facebook, May said it on Facebook. May, I believe so, but I personally, I'm going to be so honest with you, chat. You can believe this, but in my opinion, I do not think that she's going to stay with him forever to be engaged. I don't know the facts of that. It's none of my business. I can care less about their engagement. I don't care for Isabel, and I don't care for him. I just don't, respectfully. I care about Sonya and her family at this moment right now. As for their engagement, that's the last thing on my mind. But if they're engaged, I think so. This is still new. But will she throw out her whole life to be with a man in jail? I mean, that's up to her. I mean, I don't know anybody. I don't know anyone that would do that. Anyone. I don't know who would do that. But hey, I mean, God willing, right? Let's see him walking in his jailhouse slippers. Right, Colleen? Oh, Colleen with a K. Okay, my bad. I don't want to butcher your name now. My bad, my bad. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate that. Ladies in the chat, would you stay engaged with a murderer? Comment yes or no on Facebook and YouTube. Will you stay engaged with him? Nikki, I am not saying that there ain't no misinformation. I'm recalling. So basically, let me tell you what I'm doing right now. I think you're misinterpreting me disliking how they're engaging with him. Just because it might have happened to you and what you have seen, that type of cadence, that doesn't make it right. It's not fair and right for one department when one officer mistreats one criminal, but the other criminal, it's nice. It should never be favoritism or one way or another. I don't think it's misinformation, in my opinion, because I'm not saying nothing. All I'm saying is I don't like what I'm saying. That's not misinformation. I think me saying, hey, they don't, that's against the law, that would be misinformation. And I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that they shouldn't treat him so kindly after what he just became a murderer, in which other murderers get mistreated because of what they did. I have seen things with my eyes. I have friends that are in law enforcement, friends that have been in jail, in which they all told me that criminals don't get treated fairly, and as they shouldn't. Until I say something that is misinformation, duly noted, but I haven't said anything. All I've said is that I disagree with how they're treating him. That's all I said. Hi, Adam. How you doing? Yes, he's 6'4", 280 pounds. From the last one I read and on his record. No, he needs to be treated like a criminal. That's exactly what I'm saying, May. That's what I'm saying, because if how can criminals be treated harshly, and which I can understand that they're criminals, but then he is a criminal. He is. and he gets treated like this. It doesn't matter in what department, who you are, where you are. They should all be treated the same way. Period. Did you see these? No, I didn't see that, Colleen. I think I'm gonna check that out in just a second. I'm gonna check that out in just a second. Brown Sugar, that whole agency needs to be replaced. I'm thinking the whole damn county. Brown Sugar, right? Thank you for the $4.99, Brown Sugar. How are you? Can we do a steak and lobster for dinner? Right. Thank you, Leslie. I appreciate the compliment. Thank you.
We just got a female. This is how it's I got you. You good.
Wait. Oh. That's right. Put him in that suit. Put him in there.
Does the captain know that you have court tomorrow?
I would assume I would know. Yeah, I just got told I got court at 2:30 for my bond hearing.
Okay.
So that's all I just got told by my attorney.
I'm gonna go set this on the nurses, see if there's anything else I can do, and I'll be right back. I gotta grab a bag for you too. I think everything's done. We're getting the TV stuff ready to take back there. The one back there now, still have a remote. So you can have a seat on the bench over there for me. See if I got any extra bags in here.
Of course I don't.
Oh, here we go. Let's take this one. I'll get you a hygiene kit. All that stuff here.
I'll fix you up. I'm gonna get you right here, man. You good. So much ass kissing. So much ass kissing, man.
All right. When we go back, we're gonna go always.
So much ass kissing. I got in. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I got in contact with my my old cop friend, and I actually spoke to him a couple days ago, and he said he will let me know if he can do an interview. It's just he don't want to risk anything. He told me this. I know if I say something, I'm telling you what he told me. If I say something, I will be looked different if someone knows who I am. So, like let's just say that I have my friend here. He's an officer and he shows his face and he tells you the process of what things, and he gives his opinion on this. If he says anything to negate other officers, he will be looking different in his department. That's the problem that I'm having, is that they can't even go against their own kind. That's the, you understand what I'm saying? Like, that's like, since when an officer feels that way, if he's a protector of peace, you should never be even, how you not afraid to chase criminals with weapons, but you're afraid to get criticized in your own department? That's the problem. Yo, that's crazy, right? That's crazy. And I feel for him. I'm not upset, but I feel like, damn, he shouldn't be feeling afraid. And I told him I could mask his voice, a phone call. You know, I'm not gonna peer pressure him, but I would love to have him on. Oh, yeah, that is the full. Oh, so this is, okay. So basically, this is without any of the cuts. Oh, I got it. So, you know what's crazy do you know that certain parts of the video is actually fast forward and muted? I'm not saying anything wild or some conspiracy, but this is public information. I hope you know that. And the same parts that was sped up is muted. I'm hoping that's for like maybe personal information, maybe, but I hope it's nothing to hide anything from the public. I could have sworn, and let me know if he said this. We're gonna try to get you up out of here, because that. Hold on.
The sheriff's got to put her back there.
You gotta be kidding. If he said this.
Yes, probably.
Was comments still got love for you, Nove? What do you mean, Nikki? Oh, Nikki, you trying to say that? You're trying to say it was the comments? If that's what you're saying, that you meant that towards the comments, it was hard to decipher between that because you said you was a longtime supporter, and you feel sad. So I felt that was, you were talking to me, so I didn't. I tell people, put labels like, hey, no, like, hey, chat, or, if you meant that to the comments, Nikki, what I can say about that is that if you was in law enforcement, right, Nikki? You said you was a cop. You have the knowledge. Some people in the chat don't know. Don't feel disappointed. Because some people in the chat are specialized in something that probably you don't know or someone else. I won't feel disappointed. I'll feel disappointed if they refuse to learn the facts. You understand? It's a difference. Don't feel disappointed. You're an intelligent female. You know the process, Nikki. You know. What people might not know, kindly educate them. If they refuse your service, then feel disappointed. But you know the facts, I don't know everything even about this process, but what I do know is how they are trying to have this rapport with him as if he's the homies. And he was. And they still treating him like he's the homie. That's the problem. It's just so biased. It's ridiculous. It's actually disgusting. Let's get into some more updates. Ben Crump's case for Sonya Massey plus the Illinois officer professional conduct database. Thank you, Nikki, for the $1.99. I appreciate you. And chat, please don't send no type of ways to Nikki. She was a law enforcement officer, and she probably doesn't like some of the comments that we're mentioning about the booking process. I do understand that. But it's just some people just don't know, and it's not no one's fault. Some people just don't know. So no hate to anyone. No hate to anyone. But again, Nikki, thank you for cleaning it up. I really appreciate that, Nikki. Thank you. Bless your heart, mama. Southern with the $4.99 says, this is their problem. LE has to start speaking out or nothing changes. Why I can't see this? Oh, hold on. Okay, this is their problem. LE has to start speaking out or nothing changes. Have some balls and stand up. He's making all LE look bad, so why protect him? That's a great question. I don't know about the protection part. I know that they're so easy on him. And let me go back. You know what? Let me go back. Southern, you just reminded me. I want to go back to that comment. Hold on. Thank you, Southern.
So I'm just going to pick. We don't have a whole lot. But the good thing is right now we don't have a whole lot of people here right now. You're just going to be back there with, I was hoping the female up here was going to be open. If it does, we'll just get you up. But for now, I want to put you in you'll be on the whole side by yourself. That's not the bars, it's the steel, so a lot of privacy. If for some reason you don't like it, let me know, and that's kind of where I probably want to be, just kind of
you'll be out by yourself.
Yeah.
So if you want something different, let me know and we'll see at the time what we can do with it. But don't be afraid to ask if you need something, and we'll get you through it.
This is interesting. We'll get you through it. Oh my God, we're gonna help you, Sean. Sean, we love you, Sean. Can I buy you something, Sean? I'm assuming they give the same grace to every prisoner. Wrong. They don't. They don't. Thank you for the 5, Colleen. I hope I said your name right, by the way. Thank you.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Eliza Petrie. Tonight we are taking a close look at how the former deputy who killed Sonya Massey was hired. Fox Illinois dug into what measures the state of Illinois has to track the conduct of police officers. Fox Illinois' Carson Gordy joins us in studio after researching this provision. Carson?
It's called the Professional Conduct Database. It's supposed to document a range of misconduct and consequences. I was able to confirm with the Training and Standards Board that there were no reports entered into the database involving Sean Grayson until July 6th, the shooting of Sonya Massey, meaning that the past conduct reported at Logan County Sheriff's Office was not entered. The database started in 2022 after the Illinois General Assembly passed the Police Training Act. According to the bill, law enforcement agencies have 10 days to report an officer who willfully violates a policy, which resulted in one or more of the following: a suspension of at least 10 days, a formal investigation, allegations of misconduct, or an officer resigning or retiring amid an investigation. Law enforcement agencies are required to check this database before they hire any officer to see if they have a history of misconduct or if they resign or were fired. The database is run by the Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Safety Board. According to their 2023 review, there were 306 police officer complaints filed by law enforcement agencies.
What? What? How is there more agency complaints than there is citizen Hold on. In my mind, I thought that would be backwards. But why was that many complaints? By region? Close to 100 in all? Over 100 in region 2? Look. Am I, like, what? What the heck? Nikki, is this, if you're in the chat, Nikki, is this common? Is this common? Because that's crazy. This is insane. Ava, welcome to Novicity Class membership. We welcome you. Ava Wilburn, welcome to the membership. Thank you for becoming a member, Ava. Appreciate you so much. Guys, anybody that comes in and joins, I got a crown because they're kings and queens. Let's welcome them, okay? But wait a minute, chat, is this not weird to you? Is this not, what the heck? Let me rewind and just listen.
Law Enforcement Training and Safety Board. According to their 2023 review, there were 306 police officer complaints filed by law enforcement agencies. There are more than 30,000 total police officers in the state. I asked the Illinois Law Enforcement Training and Safety Board if I could see reports on certain officers. I was told no. According to state law, the public and the media are not allowed to access the database. Only law enforcement agencies and state's attorneys can see what is filed against police officers. I reached out to Grayson's former employer, the Logan County Sheriff's Office, to see whether they use this database.
Hold on. Let me guess real quick. They have no comments. I bet you. Well, I really don't know, but I'm assuming.
And whether Grayson would have qualified for it. but I have not heard back at this
Yep,
time.
there it is. They know. Oh my gosh. Logan County, what are you doing? Yo, this agency. Yo, I don't understand you guys. Did you really fumble this guy? Like, you're telling this officer resign, but why is there no notes given to nobody else after your county? Because he messed up, and when he was in your department, every time these stations read out to Logan County, nothing. We haven't heard back. They don't want to talk. No comment. You're dodging just like Sean Grayson's family is dodging the public. You guys got that in common. Logan County and Sean Grayson's family dodging the public for what? Speak up. Talk. Because why? He pew-pewed somebody in the face? Sonya Massey, this poor lady in her own home, and you refuse to make a comment because you're part of the problem? Is that why the sheriff is stepping down? Is that why you're not making a comment? Is that why Sean Grayson's family right now can't make a comment? Everyone that seems to be that evolves around this case is not making a comment. But the only one person that decides to make a comment is the active sheriff right now. And guess what? He's stepping down. Of course he's going to make a comment because he doesn't want his department to fall and crumble while him being in charge, as well as getting Dawson in trouble. But look at Dawson committing the same violation of policies, but he's fine. That's lies. It's ridiculous. Ross James with the 5 says, now you pray. Jesus is busy welcoming his new angel Sonya. You tell him, Ross James. I like that comment. Who you needlessly sent to, I know. I'm he's an atheist? How do you know, Ross James, he's an atheist? Splattered Brain with the 25. Jesus, chicken strips. Splattered Brain. Just helping paying some bills. Thank you and your team for everything. Oh, dude. 95% of this money that I earn goes right back to Novestity. So I really appreciate that, Splatter Brain. That means so much. Thank you so much. Bonnie Roundoff says, would they be this concerned if it was a black officer who committed this crime? Would they have hired if they had such a negative LE background? Bonnie, that's a very good question. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know. But that's a very good question to ask. I never thought about that, Bonnie. Good super chat. Never thought about that. Thank you so much. Eric and Christy, good evening, Novestity. I'm back like a bad habit. What's up, Eric and Christy? What's up, both of you? How are you both? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Lady with the 2 super chat says, sheriff retiring about 1 hour ago. Yep, I got the video. I'm going to show you in just a second. Brown Sugar, thank you. Brown Sugar says they need to stop giving LE the option to quit. Thank you, Brown Sugar. Thank you. Thank you. How many of you agree on that? Giving them a chance to resign. How many of you would agree with that?
Time. I'm Carson Gordy. Back to you.
Thank you, Carson. We have reached out to multiple lawmakers about this law, but we have not been connected. And Governor J.B. Pritzker is now calling on Sheriff Jack Campbell to resign.
I called for the sheriff's resignation because the sheriff has failed. He has failed to explain how he ended up hiring this deputy.
I think that this right here is the reason he is stepping down.
Deputy sheriff who has been fired from other departments. He failed to put forward reforms that clearly need to be made, training and other reforms, and still has failed to meet with the Massey family.
Sheriff Jack Campbell responded to the governor's comments, saying in part, quote, I am committed to working with our community and elected leaders to improve not only the sheriff's office, but also hiring standards on a statewide level to prevent a state agency from certifying a similar law enforcement officer 6 different times in the
Excuse me?
future, end quote. The sheriff also added that he has reached out to Sonya Massey's families, but his requests to meet have been rejected or not accepted. And as we dive deeper into the actions of former Deputy Sean Grayson, we spoke with a de-escalation expert on what he could have done differently to defuse the situation. She said,
Ladies and gentlemen, would you like me to take some phone calls today? Because I think this is a perfect time to take phone calls. I want to get involved, and I want to hear what you have to say. I want to know what you think, what you believe. Let me know in the comments.
Says it's the officer's duty to remember why they are responding to the call. She also spoke about the importance of communication with dealing with the people they visit on calls.
I think if he would have taken into account the fact that she called them in, I think, maybe taking into account the idea that they were in there to protect and serve.
She says it is important for officers to give people an opportunity to respond to their commands, especially when tensions can be heightened. And tonight we are taking a close look at how the former deputy who killed Sonya Massey was hired. We recently dug into Grayson's background, where it showed he worked for 5 other departments before being hired as a Sangamon County deputy. We also uncovered a meeting with Grayson and a Logan County chief deputy where he was questioned about filing a police report after a high-speed chase. And according to the professional conduct database, Grayson's past misconduct reported at the Logan County Sheriff's Office was not entered. The professional conduct database is supposed to document a range of misconduct and consequences in law enforcement agencies. The database started in 2022 after the Illinois General Assembly passed the Police Training Act. And according to state law, the public and the media are not allowed to access this database. Former Deputy Sean Grayson is being held in custody on multiple charges in connection to Sonya Massey's death. His charges include 3 counts of first-degree murder, aggravated battery with a firearm, and official misconduct. A judge denied Grayson pretrial release. He has pleaded not guilty on all charges, and he will be back in court later this month. And in the wake of the investigation into the death of Sonya Massey, her family has been calling for justice and accountability. High-profile civil rights attorney Ben Crump has taken on their case. According to Crump's website, he has negotiated $98 million in settlements in civil lawsuits with local governments. This includes a $27 million settlement after George Floyd was killed by a police officer in Minneapolis. The officer was convicted of second-degree murder. And the governor once again speaking on the death of Sonya Massey and calling for Sheriff Jack Campbell to resign.
I called for the sheriff's resignation because the sheriff has failed. He has failed to explain how he ended up hiring this deputy sheriff who has been fired from other departments.
The Massey family and multiple Sangamon County board members have also called for the sheriff's resignation. But Sheriff Jack Campbell responded to the governor's comments, saying in part, quote, "I am committed to working with our community and elected leaders to improve not only the sheriff's office, but also hiring standards for Massey's families, but his requests to meet have been rejected or not accepted." And in more details, as we dive deeper into the actions of former Deputy Sean Grayson, we spoke with a de-escalation expert on what he could have done differently to defuse the situation. The city official is looking to honor Sonya Massey. Ward 2 Alderman Sean Gregory wants to rename the bridge on Clear Lake in honor of Sonya Massey. A mural was recently painted on the wall. Gregory is also asking to allow more murals on the bridge. He says it is important for the community and the Massey family.
Marches are going to continue throughout our community. The effects of it is great, and it continues on to this day. And it's just been heavy. And I told the family that we would try to honor them in some way.
Gregory says he has received messages about clearing up the area on Clear Lake between 11th and 16th Streets and plans to do so soon. Don't miss.
You know, it's good. It's good that I'm seeing more stuff happening in this case with, this sheriff stepping down, the governor talking against his own. He's taken charge of. How do I say? He's not bullcrapping. He's doing it publicly. I know sometimes there's a good relationship between a department, a governor, where, you know, they have to appease and make sure, you know, they're doing their job to not to piss off the governor. And the governor's saying, hey, nah, this guy messed up. He need to take accountability, and we need to get this fixed. And I'm seeing some movement. I am seeing some movement, and I'm happy about that. Now, as him stepping down, Jack Campbell, I kind of want to get into that, and I want to see why all of a sudden. Was it the pressure from the public? Was it the governor? I think it was the governor, 100%, but people are getting some feedback. I mean, they are getting some feedback from the public as well, especially on their Facebook. I should have went on their Facebook and been like, yo, blah, 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 blah. I should have got involved. I didn't. All this over this guy. Really, just one person who just abused his power. Power trip. He was just out. He was just out of it. He was out of it. No one likes it. No one. So I wanted to do something nice for Sonya, and I mentioned this a couple times in 2 other podcasts. This is the 3rd time I'm going to mention this. I want to do something nice for Sonya Massey. You can donate to Navesity, Cash App, or Venmo, and we are almost at our goal. I want to buy literally a star for Sonya Massey, as we did this for Madeline Soto. We bought Madeline Soto a nice star, and I have it in my room. The production room was on this side. And I want to give this plaque to the family. I want to, if you can donate, you don't have to. It's not mandatory. I'm not asking. I'm just saying if you would like. How it looks is finished. Shout out to Cole for assisting me on this. I appreciate you. And I really want to get this star registration so she can have something in her honor, her name. And I would love to do this for her. Here is the star certificate on how it's going to look like. This is a demo. And I'm raising funds so I can make this, have it created to buy the star in a specific system in outer space. Make sure it's registered. I came up with this quote. It says, in memories light, you will always stay. Love for you grows each passing day. The world holds you close, forever near. In our heart, you always hear. I created this poem to dedicate our love for me, Novesity, and everyone here. You, the chat members, executives, everyone's my mods. I wanted to create this poem to recognize that, hey, Sonya Massey, you may not know us, but we know of you and what happened, and we will always love you, no matter what. And hopefully the family gets this. I hope that they love this, they cherish it, and they keep it, and they hang it from us, from me, to all of us, baby, just to send it out and let them know that, hey, Novesity, we love you, and we are here for you. Here, this is our voice. Hear us roar. We will always scream her name. So, I hope they like it. I hope the family likes it. I do. Yeah. Deputy who killed Sonya Massey to remain in jail. The judge rules as Illinois sheriff says he will retire. Love to hear that. Love to hear that. 1,800 cops were arrested for actual misconduct. With what? With, this is only 20% of the Free country, where did you get that information can you send that to Discord, please? Please? Okay. Guys, if you are still watching on Facebook and YouTube, please do me a favor. Please, I would appreciate it so much. Hit the like button. We have 1,400 people watching on YouTube and 200 people on Facebook. It would mean so much for me if you could share, tag one person on Facebook. Hit the share button. Reach this out to people. Let it get it out there. Hit the like button, guys, please. That means a lot. We are almost at 1,000. We need 500 more, but we'll get there on YouTube. That would mean a lot to me. Okay, let's get into this video. Mel, thank you so much for the 10. I appreciate that, Mel. How are you doing, Mel? Mel. I like that name, Mel. Non-swirl zone. Non-swirl zone. Sonya performed an exorcism. Demon came out of him. I mean, probably so. Hey, He did just react like so rich. I don't know. Sonya was definitely in God. Listen, God is watching over her big time. Bonnie with the 20 super chat says, as an ER trauma nurse for decades, I have had patients throw urine, feces, spit, and other things at me. I've been threatened with broken glass, knives, and springs. Oh my gosh. Bonnie, what? That's insane. Bonnie, I'm so sorry. I couldn't read some of the thing because I don't want to, I got to be careful with Facebook and YouTube. I don't want to get demonetized. Bonnie, I am so sorry that happened to you. Are you okay, Bonnie? Round off? I hope you're okay. And thank you for the big 20. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bonnie.
Illinois right now, we've just learned that the deputy, the sheriff deputy, has resigned. This comes as we're taking our first look at newly released video from inside the jail where the deputy he hired, Sean Grayson, was booked on murder charges for killing Sonya Massey. So again, breaking news that the sheriff there has resigned. But remember, Grayson was fired and charged with murder after he shot and killed Massey while responding to her 911 call in July, seen here in police body cam footage. The newly released video shows Grayson interacting with Menard County deputies, being escorted into a holding cell, then later posing for his booking photos. Grayson can also be heard discussing the charges against him and saying he thinks he'll get out soon. Take a
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? I'm going to pull that back.
Into a holding cell, then later posing for his booking photos. Grayson can also be heard discussing the charges against him and saying he thinks he'll get out soon. Take a listen.
Sean, let me tell you something, Sean. Even after all that you did, Sean, Sean, even after all that what you did, Sean, and those officers as well. You'll get off. That means that you really think that you have done the correct thing. You genuinely believe you did the correct thing. Even after sitting in jail, you still think, did you not have time to sit down and formulate and be like, okay, what happened? This happened. I did this. Oh my God. Like I messed up. Like you're just going to get, like, you're just fine. You guys are all laughing. And she just passed away. Yo, you're nothing but cowards. It disgusts me. A narcissist.
I can't imagine that they're not going to release me. They're saying my charges are first degree murder, aggravated with their weapon, and official misconduct. That's what the state's attorney made the charges. So they said this is for my own safety. Hopefully it'll be out tomorrow.
Chat, give me 1 second. Hold on. All right. Okay, a lot of people are telling me to take phone calls. So, I'm so sorry. I'm going to post the number. Cole is going to post the number. Cole, if you could post it on Facebook too, I would appreciate that so much. Thank you so much, Cole. Do not call this number, please. Only text your name. And if you are a executive, member, or a subscriber, I would appreciate that. Your number is protected. You're fine, but I need to know your name when you text it to me, okay? So I can know who you are, identify you, and we can have a conversation on live. Subscribers, you get about 5 to 8 minutes. Members, you get above 10. Okay, guys? Let's keep going. Bonnie, again, thank you. Grace, thank you so much for the $1.99. I appreciate that. Let's go back and have a listen.
Grayson has pleaded not guilty to the charges. It comes as he is set to appear virtually for a court appearance about right now. So NBC's Maura Bear is outside the courthouse in Springfield. So Maura, I want to talk about this video, but first let's talk about the sheriff now announcing that he's resigning. Of course, this is someone, again, who hired this officer who killed Sonya Massey.
Yeah, Yamiche, I was actually in the courtroom as the hearing just wrapped when we got the letter from the sheriff. The sheriff is the person who hired Deputy Sean Grayson and has admitted that there were flaws in his hiring process, but until now had resisted calls to resign. He just posted a letter saying that he is retiring at the end of the month, and he is even somewhat resistant in the letter that he wrote and he posted. I want to read some of it. He said, despite the efforts that he was working on in the community, some want me to pay the price for the person's actions, referring to Deputy Sean Grayson, threatening that I pay the price with my life, my family's lives, or the lives of my deputies. He had previously said that the calls for him to resign were a political play, and so the fact that he's choosing to retire now and is saying as much in his statement is really telling. But as for that video that was obtained from the jail, that's the night that Grayson was booked, and it's really telling and kind of matches up with the personnel records that we've been digging into over the last couple of weeks as I've been following this story. He had been accused of misconduct in the past, and you kind of see him try to play into that with the deputy saying, hey, we'll take care of you while you're here. He talks about getting out the next day, and so it really kind of speaks to his overall demeanor about the severity of the situation.
There you go. It does speak about his demeanor because he doesn't care about how serious the situation is. He don't believe it is. He just thinks that Sonya Massey is just another person. Dude, and I told y'all, I said this. I said the way that they're treating him and how he's acting with them as if they don't care. And they just said the same thing that I just finished saying. This is not, if this is a common thing inside law enforcement, inside different departments, this needs to be correct. You see, this shows that there's favoritism. This shows that guys, this is a paycheck without tax dollars just for them to mess around. They are a gang. I don't care. I'm going to stand by it. This is not correct. It is not fair, and it shows. They just said it. I said it. We see it. Enough is enough.
Yamiche.
Yeah, and that's big news that sheriff is resigning, because I know I talked to Sonya Massey's father just last week, and he was really distraught at the idea that this was an officer who had moved, who had had a lot of complaints. So big news there. But I also want to ask you about the details of this booking video. What can you tell us there?
Yeah, so this again is something that that came out from a FOIA request, and Grayson is talking about how he was going to be released the following day. That in fact did not happen. He was hopeful that this new law in Illinois that eliminates cash bail and allows for pretrial release was going to play into his favor. He in fact has been held since mid-July. We actually just got out of a hearing where his lawyers were arguing he should get that pretrial release. They were trying for it again, and the judge just denied that. So Grayson will remain held, and his lawyers have the opportunity to appeal that decision, but that'll come in the next couple of weeks. His next hearing isn't until the end of August, and so as we understand it, Grayson will remain in custody at least until then, Yamiche.
Yeah, well, definitely a story we will keep on following very closely. Thank you so much, Margaret.
Hold on, let me listen to that last part.
At care.com,
I think I heard something like that. I hope you guys are going to be with me. We're going to go through the whole process of this guy. I don't do the trial stuff, but hey, you know what? We got to do it. Remember, guys, text your name. Text your name. I would appreciate that. Please do not call. Southern. This man needs a psych evaluation. And I think Sonya has a mental illness triggered him. Having a mental illness triggered him and kept him from being, I'm sorry, guys. It's so hard to read with the Streamlabs. Kept him from getting her the help she needed. I'd love to know if he has been in a mental evaluation in the past. That's a good question. There is nothing that I found in that fashion. He probably should, because that's not normal. Southern, you know what? I agree with you. He needs to get evaluated. The guy is not okay. The guy is not, to think that you actually think that you did nothing wrong. Man, you did something terrible. You did something, and it is exactly what we believed. We saw that body cam footage of how he was reacting. He didn't care. He didn't want to give her aid or nothing. He had that same attitude after. That's insane. That is insane. So, Southern, I agree with you. That is a very, very good question. Who thinks like that? I'll get up. Okay, I'll be fine. I'll be this. I'll be that. Dude, no way. Stay, sir. Stay there. Stay there, please. Thank you, Southern, for the $19.99. Adrienne. No, I heard earlier today that at Grayson's has cancer in a colostomy bag and is trying to get released on home supervision because he can't accommodate him. He basically, I heard that like a few days ago as well. Actually, I heard that last week. That he's trying to get some type of accommodation because basically they want him either to feel bad or he has that right to. No way. No way. No way. And I'm glad the judge ordered him. Like, I believe that the judge believed he's a flight risk or something like that. So no way they're going to give him that. They haven't. There's no been an update on that. If they did that, by now we would have known that. But no. But I have heard of that. And no way. 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 Guys, give me a second. I got to fix this because I can't see your super chats. I can see it on screen, but the new dark mode on Streamlabs, it's black gray text over black background, so I can't read it. But Adrian, let's hope that he doesn't. Let's hope. SKP again. SKP, what are you? SKP, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for the 20. You always do SKP 2024. I appreciate you. Every podcast, I've noticed that about you. You're like, yeah, I appreciate you, SKP. Thank you. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. I don't deserve that at all. Lady Returns with the 3 super chat says, rest in peace, Sister Massey. Vengeance is mine. Saith the what? The Yar? The Yar? What is, I don't know what that means. But lady, I do believe in eye for an eye. 100%. 100%. Justice will come swift. Telling you that right now.
For him, Sean Grayson.
New video, guys. It is about his return, but I haven't seen the letter. I haven't gotten this letter. Oh, by the way, I want to show you a document. I don't know if I missed this or not. Des sent me something, and it says sheds light a little bit, but it doesn't. There's no dialogue, so I didn't see that. But it does shed some light. Yo, you guys don't want to miss this because when I found this out, I was like, wait, what? Excuse me? Watch after this video. I'm going to show you.
Central Illinois, where the Sangamon County Sheriff has resigned following the deadly shooting of Sonya Massey. Sheriff Jack Campbell says he'll resign at the end of August. You may remember a deputy who worked for him, Sean Grayson, is charged with three charges of first-degree murder after shooting Massey in the head while responding to her call of a possible intruder. Since that shooting, records have revealed Grayson worked for 6 police departments in less than 4 years. He also had 2 DUI convictions, which got him kicked out of the Army. Governor J.B. Pritzker is among those who called on the sheriff to resign. Possible intruder. Since that shooting, records have revealed Grayson worked for 6 police departments in less than 4 years. He also had 2 DUI convictions, which got him kicked out of the Army. Governor J.B. Pritzker is among those who called on the sheriff to resign. Deputy Grayson appeared in court today.
Even with what he did to Sonya Massey, DUIs, messing up on every freaking job he has, the guy is a criminal, and yet you still have other officers treating him like he's his best friend. I would never understand this. I just don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. All right, guys, we are about to take phone calls. Text your name. Do not call. And let me know if you're an executive member or subscriber. Please. We're about to do phone calls right after what I'm about to show you. Get ready because I was like, wow. I don't know how I missed it. I don't know how I missed this. I do apologize. I want to give a big shout out whoever sent any donations to the Cash App or Venmo. Please leave a note saying that if it's for Sonya. If it is, I'm going to put that towards Sonya Massey. I'm buying her a star in her name, and I'm going to get it to the family. Ava, you said in my chat that you are the aunts. Ava, correct? Ava, you are the aunts in the family of Sonya Massey. Am I correct, Ava? Please, if that's true, get in contact with Co for an email, and we can connect so I can talk to the son, the father of. And I would love to give this to them. I would love to talk to them if necessary. I don't have to talk to them live. We don't have to do that. I know people are uncomfortable. But if you are part of the family, please get in contact with my mod. And then I would like to talk and give you This is my gift. Everyone, whoever sent donos, it's our gift to the family, to you. Please, I would appreciate that. Ava will. Okay, Ava, yes. So you're part of the family? Yes, Ava. If you're part of Sonya Massey's family, please, Ava. Connect with Cole, please. And then we'll definitely get about. Or you can do navesity@gmail.com. You can talk to me directly if you like. That is business emails. So chat, please don't send an email there. If it's about any true crime, that is for specifically business only. I know, Ava, you are the yeah. So I would appreciate that very much. All right. And I have receipts as well. If you guys, and if anybody wished any information to see where this is going to, I always show receipts if you have it. I document everything just in case, because I know I get people like, no, he's probably taking the money and use it. I don't do that. No, I'm not the one to do that too. No. So let me know. I will publicly display that on Discord. Okay. All right. Moving on. According to Deputy, I think Farley is here, interviewed when Miss Massey opened up her front door, she seemed worried. Deputy Farley stated that Miss Massey did not display any signs of threatening behavior while she was at the front door. That's what Dawson said. Sonya didn't show any signs of threatening behavior. Not to Dawson. Why do you think Dawson never did that to his gun? He followed Sean Grayson's lead. But Dawson, that's your problem. Stop being a copycat, regardless if you're a new officer as of December 2023. I don't care if you started yesterday or that day. Don't be a follower. Okay, moving on. Once inside of her residence, Miss Massey was asked for her ID by Deputy Grayson. According to Deputy Farley, interview, Miss Massey did not display any threatening behavior at that time. Moving on to the third paragraph on the top. While attempting to retrieve Miss Massey's ID, hold on. Okay, while attempting to retrieve Miss Massey's ID, Deputy Grayson pointed towards a pot of boiling water on a lit stove in the kitchen. According to Deputy Farley, interview, when asked if he felt threatened by the pot of water, he stated, okay, this is the biggest part, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? This is the biggest part. I want you guys to read what is said. Oh, shoot. Hold on, chat. Hold on. Okay. Read this part. According to Deputy Farley's interview, when asked if he felt threatened by the pot of boiling water, he stated, not necessarily, just out of force of habit, I did. Once she started walking that way, I walked the other direction. He didn't feel threatened. This is going to help Sonya Massey's case. Prosecutor, is this document that I have right before you. There was no reason for Sean Grayson to feel threatened by her going to the pot, doing something with the pot, but saying the words rebuke. If you're going to use that line as a threat, man, the dictionary is against you. There's no way. Sean Grayson, you are like if I could say, you're screwed, man. You are screwed. This guy, I'm telling you, Right now, you're done. You're done. You're done. You're done. Let's finish. Deputy Farley stated that he did not stop Miss Massey from walking behind him to the pot of water because he simply thought she was going to turn the flame off. What do you mean you thought? That's what she did. Let's not, we got to use the correct context here. Let's use the facts. She did turn off the stove. Okay. She was going to turn off the flame off. She did. Deputy Farley states that Miss Massey walked behind him. She did not threaten him or make any threatening or, furtive movements. So in no way, and Miss Massey, from the time that they got to the door to the time that she was to the pot, he said that she made no threatening movements, said nothing behind his back, nothing to display any type of threatening actions towards him or Sean Grayson. So far, it ain't looking too good for you, Sean. It never was. It never was. All right. As Miss Sean, I don't think I read this. Oh, I didn't. Okay, so I didn't read this part. Okay. As Miss Massey walked to the stove, Deputy Grayson stated, "We don't need a fire while we are here." Miss Massey responded, "Right." She said, "Right." She listened to what you said and agreed. Moving on. Miss Massey walked to the stove and turned the gas off. I must remind you, this is what Dawson perspective is. The second officer. Just so you know the second officer is actually, if not one of the most important people on this case. His body cam footage was on, and he's a witness. Sonya Massey is not here with us. This is one of the most important documents, probably, of this whole case. This is why I'm sharing this with you. She then put oven mittens on and carried the pot of water to the sink, where she turned the faucet on and appeared to add more water to the pot. What the? Didn't I say this? Didn't I? This is why we edit videos on stream. This is why we edit videos on stream. I'm going to say it again because I know what I saw. I know what I saw. We know what we saw. We know what we saw. She put the pot in the sink and added water. He said, take care of that. We don't want to fire it. She did what you said. She was doing it when you said those words. Out, you know the words he said. Out in the face. Out in the face. When you said that, she had to take it off. She took it off so she can bend down. We saw that. Look what it said. The guy said you put. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my, this is, look. Miss Massey walked to the stove and turned off the gas. She then put on oven mittens and carried the pot of water to the sink, where she turned the faucet on and appeared to add more water to the pot. Well, Dawson, this doesn't help you. Because if you saw that and she took the pot on the stove to take care of the boiling water, how will you inferior your life? Dawson, Farley, whatever your name is. She added water to the pot. No matter, let me tell you what's not going to come out that line or that sink. Boiling water. So whatever temperature comes out, it will cool the boiling water. It doesn't even matter at that point, whether it was boiling or not. You should have never unholstered that weapon. But now this makes you look bad if you didn't know that. She added water to take care of the boiling water. And from what I heard, rumor, she was just making tea, allegedly. But adding water to any pot of boiling water cools it down. I hope you understand that. Where's your 2 cents? Yes, I'm coming for you, Farley. I am. All right. At the time Deputy Grayson and Deputy Farley stepped back, Miss Massey asked, "Where are you going?" Deputy Grayson stated, "Away from your hot steaming water." So Miss Massey was just wondering if they were leaving or not. She called asking for help. She wasn't trying to say, "Where are you going? I'm going to throw this at you." No, she thought they were leaving. "Wait, where are you going?" He turned around and walked away. Come on, man. Come on. All right. Miss Massey stated, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." Deputy Grayson responded, "Huh?" Miss Massey repeated, "I rebuke you in the name of Jesus." At that point, Deputy Grayson put his hand on his firearm and said, "You better not. I swear to God, I'll shoot, in the face, In Deputy Farley's interview, he stated that Deputy Grayson made that statement to Miss Massey. The situation did escalate. It looks like Deputy Farley is completely against you, brother. It ain't working for you, because he said that you escalated the situation, in which you're trained not to. We all can see it. But man, you are going down. You're not going to win. And I can't see you winning this in no way. Officer Dip, you know what you called him. I'm trying not to curse no more on stream, guys, if you haven't noticed. Dawson doesn't like what you did, Gray. He doesn't like. Sean, he doesn't like what you did. Everything in this statement is completely against you. This document is so important. I'm going to share this to members on Facebook and YouTube, not Discord. It's going to be Facebook and YouTube for members. Look out for this document. I'm going to share it with you guys. Don't worry about it. Actually, right after the podcast, you know what? Let me get the tab open right now so I can share it to my members in the chat. Okay, I have it ready to send it to you guys. You know what? Let's do some phone calls. Please make sure you have the stream muted so we don't hear feedback. Please make sure you go to a quiet place. Make sure you have good connection. Please, I would appreciate that, okay? And please don't forward the call. It's me calling, all right? To know it's me calling, it's ending at 711. That is no from the Vestity. That is me, all right? Here we go. All right, guys, you can text your name at that number. It's me. Ending at 711.
Hello.
Hello. Ross James?
Negla.
Oh.
My name is Negla. The last name is Ross James.
Okay.
It's okay.
I say Ross James because I love it. I love Ross James. It's so cool. It's like,
no, you're good. And the weird thing is, you always mispronounce the you used to say Rose James, but it's
Ross James, right?
Yeah, but my last name is Ross James. My first name is Negla.
Okay.
So,
I do apologize.
You're good.
Okay.
Baby, my first name is Negla, so imagine what I was called growing up in the 80s as a dark skin. You feel me?
Oh my gosh. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say, oh my God.
Right, exactly. So we're not going there. We're here to honor Miss Massey.
That's right.
And number one, first of all, I stumbled upon you because I legit thought my cousin had a podcast, because I saw your picture. You look like, I don't know how to get it to you, but I want to send you a picture of my cousin. You could be his twin, and he lives in Brooklyn. So I'm like, okay, well, what? I'm like, boo, what you doing up there? Anyway.
Oh, you thought that was me? Well, tell your cousin I said hi. Tell him I
said hi. Yeah. He's a good, I could imagine him doing something like this. But I'm glad I did. Moving on to Miss Massey. I had wanted to come up last weekend because this is the thing. So my husband's lives with schizophrenia. And so as his, it's just he and I in the house. So I'm his primary, kind of caregiver or what have you. And so the total reaction from the police, like versus, I live in Columbus, Ohio. The reaction from the police in there versus what has happened. He's never been violent or aggressive or, anything like that. But there have been times. I'm a mandated reporter because of my job. So I have to report if he's in a, mental crisis or what have you. So the responses from the police, I have to say, I praise God I live in Columbus. Because I just, and my husband is I'm a black woman, my husband is a white man, but that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter. Once you see, and I don't even think it was a racial thing. I thought she was drunk at first. I really did, until she kept talking, and then I was like, oh, there's some challenges going on there. I realized that, she wasn't all there. Either way, I think the state no longer needs to investigate. I think it needs to be like a, DOJ investigation, not because of race. Again, not because of race. I'm talking about because, I had texted you. I was like, oh, would you like some more Grey Poupon? Would you like some Burger King? Like they gave the gentleman who, or the man who, Mother Emanuel, you know what I mean? Oh, let's take you to Burger King before we take you in. You make sure you're comfortable. You need some Grubhub? What?
Yeah, the way they were treating him was crazy. It was crazy.
It just infuriated me because, and I'm thinking there's no consideration given for the loss of life. He's in there because they're saying that he did something, okay? Now, they don't know him. Only thing they know is that he's their brother or what have you. But if you tell me my brother was arrested for, doing the same thing, I'm going to treat him like, what you do?
Right.
You get what I'm saying? Right. I'm not going to, oh, are you comfortable? Would you like some water? Do you need an extra blanket? Oh, and then it's interesting. This is the thing. It's interesting. And when I was saying, I know you're an atheist, I thought you were an atheist, but you said you're not, just not like you don't subscribe to a denomination, I believe. Correct. Is that correct?
Correct. I'm
okay.
agnostic.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Agnostic. I apologize. I misstated it. But the thing is, it's like, oh, now you want to pray? Oh, you didn't know what rebuke you in the name of Jesus is?
Right.
But now you want to pray?
Right. Exactly.
Do you?
Oh, by the way,
praying.
By the way, I'm glad that you brought that up. Did you know, and everybody in the chat, did you know that his fiance, I think, is a Christian? She was
the picture of her is in a church.
Yes, and she's
the picture of her.
Yes, the family is a Christian, and the grandmother spoke in the word of Christianity. They're Christians, and he's about to marry a Christian, and he didn't know. I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
I'm just saying, it irks my soul because the thing is, how many more Sonya Masseys are there that to where the family didn't realize what was going on because they were so stricken with grief or what have you? You get what I'm saying? How many more deputy? I don't even call him by his name because he's not even worth the dignity. You know what I mean? I will say Sonya Massey's name because she's a beautiful angel in heaven right now, but I'm not saying that fool's name. Okay, I don't understand how. No, I do. Actually, I do. I do understand how it could be like a old brother network. Like, oh, his father-in-law was finding him jobs and this, that, and the other. But I don't understand how it wasn't caught by somebody. I mean, I thought it was the state of Illinois was under the consent decree. Was that the state or was it the city of Chicago only?
What are you talking about?
Do we know? No, when I say the consent decree, I mean they've been charged with violating certain like a number of federal violating people's civil rights. And so the federal government says every case that you have, we have to oversee or what have you, or every interaction. And so, but I realized this was like a suburb. I mean, it wasn't like it was in, you know, Chicago proper or what have you. But I mean, who is? I don't get it. Who is reviewing these things? It's like the police officers' wife works at, or fiance works at the hospital, and you know what I mean. And so it's like a mass cover up. I just, and then he goes to a friendly sheriff's department, and they're talking about, oh, did you work with Jones? Yeah. Oh, and Smith too. Oh, yeah. He used to bring pizza on Tuesdays, and you know they're just sitting there like nothing happened. Like there's not a woman whose family is grieving because of you overreacted.
They also didn't have him in handcuffs, but he was just chilling right there.
No, he wasn't. He was sitting there crisscross applesauce. The other thing I wanted to point out is that if you look at his partner's body cam, his partner, what happened? The other thing he did, he stepped into the line of I don't know what I can say on Facebook, but of pow pow.
Okay, thank you for doing that. Thank you.
Yeah. He stepped into his line. I know he was wearing a vest, but what if his officer? Okay, let's say the pot was going to go.
Basically, are you trying to say what I was trying to say last podcast? Like if he wasn't in the way, he would have also fired his shots.
Yes. What I'm saying is, yes, no, right. But what I'm saying is, like, let's say it was like the roles were reversed. Would he have done that to his partner's back? You know, you understand what I'm saying? He violated protocol. You never get into your partner's line of sight. Let me put it that way. I do have a carry concealed license, and I'm a certified instructor in the state of Ohio. So you never get into, if you're with someone, you never get into their line of sight, period, point blank, ever. As long as you're, carrying that.
Right.
And that's what he did. He got into his line of sight. I mean, if you look at the video, you can say the one that had the body cam on,
yeah,
like he was required to. It's like he blocks him, and that's why for part of it we can't even see.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to see her getting hurt, but you are correct.
No. Yeah, I mean, I don't mean it like that. I wouldn't want to see any of them. Look, she should be here. I just put it this way. She should be here. Again, as someone who lives with someone who struggles, mental challenges and things like that. I'm just, and I know, my husband is a 6'1", 220-pound white man. Okay. He can protect himself. However, I'm still scared because I don't know. And I'm a 5'3", African American. We ain't gonna put my weight on there, but I'm I got some curves, okay? So, but you know what I mean? Like, what if they think, oh, well, she broke into his house, or you know what I mean? Something like that. Things like this put you in, and I'm not saying it's race. I'm saying it has to do with just unnatural reactions to simple things. So anyway, no, I'm not going to keep you all night, but you know what? I love your good work. Please keep it up. You get that star. I know I done donated probably half my paycheck to you.
Please, no more.
But,
you're good. No more.
No, but I want to let you know how much I do appreciate the fact that you're actually getting this information out into the atmosphere. That way it can be shared, and it can be, you know what I mean? Because, people perish for a lack of knowledge.
Absolutely.
And so, we don't want that.
Nicola, that means so much to me from the bot. You don't understand. Like, your words just sparks fire into my soul. Like, it does. Like, that makes me keep going, and to have your support, those beautiful words, you know, it's coming from a wonderful individual like you. I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Take care, dear. All right. Have a blessed weekend. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
All right. Bye-bye.
She's so sweet. That was so kind. So sweet. Negla, thank you so much. We appreciate that. You appreciate that. We appreciate that. We appreciate that. All right, guys, you can text your name. If you have, do it again. Text your name for me, please. I would appreciate that. Text your name from the phone number that's pinned on Facebook and YouTube right now. It's pinned. It's pinned. Cole, can we put that number one more time, please? I would appreciate that. Can we pin that one more time, please, Cole? I want you guys to call in. I want to hear what you got to say about this case, especially everything that I just showed you, the document, the video. Campbell retiring, please. It's safe space. No judgments, no nothing. I love everyone. You're fine. You guys are very intelligent. I love what you have to say. Please, I would appreciate that. Talk to us. I want to take this time real quick to say thank you to everyone who has donated to Sonya Massey. I'm buying her a star, having it registered in her name, and sending it to the family. Following name. So many people. So many. Kim Davis, Lucia, Brandy Bailey, Glenda Allen, Splattered Brain. Love that. Juanita Martinez, Jennifer Osheski, A. Mickey Lover, Monica Ray, Freddie Mims Brenda, Glenda Allen. If I butchered your name, please don't. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read as fast as I can. Sandy Brown Sugar, we know who that is. Boss Man Life, thank you so much. Chriselle Stanley, Felicia Dawson, and Christina. She said, thank you for the $1. I appreciate that. Throwing some coins for Miss Massey. You're so kind. Christina, thank you so much for the $1. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Belinda, thank you for the 2 super chat. Thank you. Why was he roaming through her house anyway? It says Lady Shelton. So he stated, Lady, that she invited him, which we don't believe that because she was trying to dismiss him. She was afraid of them. Sonya Massey was afraid of the officers. She said, I love you guys. Take care. Bye. She was afraid. That's why she stood on the phone with the other officer on the line. And he was like, why are you on the phone? It's okay. The officer's there to help you. Yeah. If you are a member, slow-mo does not work. It does not have any effect on you. So that's an extra that is an extra perk. If you are a member with that crown, slow-mo is now activated. I'm getting a lot of messages now, guys. Text. Chickadee, correct?
Oh, hey, let me mute my TV. Are you able to hear me?
Perfect. Yeah. Hi, I'm Nov. Thank you for watching the show.
Okay. Hey. Okay, hi. So I recently discovered your page. I have to say, first, I'm not going to take up much of your time, but I just want to say you are doing a superb job, and you are by far the best streamer on YouTube that I've seen give rational content on this travesty. And you say what you mean what you say, and you don't say what you mean. So anyways, I just want to put that out there.
That means so much.
Amazing.
Thank you. You're amazing.
Okay. Thank you. There's just a couple points I wanted to make real quick, and then whoever has to come up, I don't want to take up more time because I know there's probably other people who want to talk. I just want to make a point really quick that I want to say that the officer's reaction, people keep, like, I get it. It's natural to say, oh my God, what a jerk. You know, oh, he's so blasé. He just did that and he's still lying and he's still carrying on. But I want to point out that this kind of is a symptom of a bigger problem of not just this department, but on a macro level. So the fact that I think about it, if you're an officer and you just did something this crazy and you're so chill, like you think you're going to make it home by dinner, like, what does that say that you witness every day, or the diffusion of responsibility, or the carelessness, or the amount of lying, fraud, cover-ups that go on a regular basis to where you're like, well, I'm good. That's not a normal reaction unless you're in an environment where you're used to it.
That's true.
And it can't be his first time.
So you think something's wrong with him mentally?
Well, yeah. So what I wanted to say is that I know the first thing we all holler is like, get him a psych eval. He needs a, but honestly, wouldn't that be a waste of time and resources? Because we saw what he did.
That's true.
He is a pathological liar. He couldn't stop lying. Then obviously there's some mood disorder, some personality disorder going on where you're going to turn around and call your partner a dipshit behind his back after you just told him to let a dying woman bleed to death.
Yeah.
It's just so crazy. That what confirmation do we need? I mean, maybe for legal reasons, but then I got 2 more points and then I'm gonna get off.
No. You're good. You could take your time. I love what you're saying. I concur with you 100%. You spin some facts. Take your time. Keep going, girl. Go ahead, do your thing.
So I just want to say, I work in the medical background, to make a long story short, and I work with first responders who make mistakes, and they have to get, it's never on the record, but it's off the record, like their superior or whatever orders them to go get help or treatment or whatever. I just want to say that, yes, we can holler psych eval all day, but I just want people to know that when they're sent to these programs or even get psychologically evaluated, it really doesn't benefit the victim. All you're doing is helping that officer, who's technically a government employee, set up a potential lawsuit for disability discrimination.
So like if something was wrong with him, he can contest that. He can be like, okay, something was wrong with me. You should have never fired me. I wasn't okay that day. Basically, it can help his case, is what you're saying, right?
Yeah, and they dropped the ball. Responsibility is going to fall back on the government itself. Like, oh, well, you guys knew my history. You didn't do anything. So, like, you guys put a gun in my hip and sent me out there, and you didn't properly train me, and you didn't verify my references or double check my record or properly enter stuff in the system. So, if anything, it could say, let's say he got evaluated. First of all, those psych evaluators, I hate to say it, there are some honest ones, but there are some corrupt ones. When it comes to government contracts, as a mental health professional, whatever your credentials might be, if you have booked that contract and you're on the so-called money list with the courthouse or the police department, you are motivated to keep that contract. It's a symbiotic relationship. It doesn't help you. Everybody that comes to you, is crazy, and you telling it like it is. They're going to be like, you're getting us sued left and right. You're actually going to have our department bankrupt, and you're making my 30-year reputation look bad. Because we know every time we send them to you, you're going to come back with this, that, and the third. Intermittent explosive disorder, this, that. So I just want to point that out that, I mean, I'm sure for court reasons, maybe that psych eval thing will come up, but it's only going to help him have a defense to even sanity. I've had clients.
I agree. I never saw it in that way. He can use this for his defense.
And they already throwing around colon cancer and PTSD and all this stuff. Really, that is a failure of his leadership. They're putting that out there on purpose.
Okay.
Because that's going to factor into his excuses.
Okay.
To say, well, I mean, this guy has PTSD.
Right. That's a very good point. Very good, Chickadee. That's a very good. I never thought of that.
Yeah, he's already planting the seeds to put it all together. I mean, I could think of 25 ways his counsel can easily. I mean, I honestly, I hope he gets convicted, but I could think of 25 defenses already where they're going to say, yeah, but we're going after the wrong person.
Right.
Or they're going to say, okay, yeah, whatever, but it really falls back on the department, which is the government entity. And then, so I just wanted to point that out. And then one other thing I wanted to say is that, I just want to say people keep deferring to her mental illness. Like, technically, all of us could be diagnosed with mental illness. Even if you go into a mental health person's office and you sit there silently and stare at them for 45 minutes, they could say, you know what, I feel like you were oppositional. Something's going on. I don't know what. So I'm just going to say, there's diagnoses where you can say unspecified. So I just want to say, yes, all of us technically qualify for something, but I want to point out that people keep deflecting to, oh yeah, well clearly she's mentally ill. In that situation, I don't like how it stigmatizes so-called mentally ill people, because in that situation, the so-called sane one was the danger. He was an actual murderer. She was not the danger in that situation, but she's supposed to be all crazy and mentally ill. He was the only one acting mentally ill in that situation. So I just want to point that out, that like we keep skipping over, like, well, why are we even going there?
Right,
I mean,
right,
yes,
right.
Like there's context clues, of course, like most people would pick up. I mean, it's obvious, like, okay, something's going on here, but also like still, okay, so he should have, between the two of them, the so-called sane one should not have been the one to just lose it like that.
Right.
And yeah, so I think that was kind of like the main points that I wanted to make. But I want to say, like, as somebody, yeah. Oh, one more second. Okay, wait. I just want to say, somebody that's worked with like first responders, many of them are idiots, and you would be shocked and appalled at how many of them commit crimes on their job on a daily basis, and it never makes any sort of docket or public record. They just say, oh, we think you're stressed, so we're going to just order you to go to a program.
You're good.
So anyways, yeah, so, and this is from Miami, Florida, so go figure, but he was so out of control, and guess what? He's probably still employed. He just said, oh, I just been stressed. My girlfriend and we just been having issues. And they ordered him to go do some therapy, talk about his feelings, and go back to work, as if this guy isn't psychotic. So anyways, that's all. It's just, that's not even, okay, I'll give you one more example, sorry, and then I'll get off. I had another cop who was finally sentenced to therapy, not sentenced, but encouraged to go to therapy by the department higher-ups, because within about a year, maybe a year and a half, he freaked out and he shot 3 different people on 3 different occasions unjustified. I didn't get any report that any of them died, but in the little kumbaya meeting, the little soft pillow meetings they just have to go to pretend like, to make it all go away. He said, honestly, I was bullied as a kid, and the 3, I don't even want to bring race into it, but we could imagine what race this officer was. The 3 people he shot were obviously another race that resembled Miss Massey. And he said, well, as a kid, he was bullied by people that have the complexion of, let's just say for this example, Sonya Massey's complexion. And when he got in a tense situation, when they were going out on calls or whatever, all 3 occasions, he had a flashback of being bullied by that race of people as a child. Mm-hmm. And that was his excuse for freaking out and shooting 3 innocent people, overreacting. So there's a lot going on. And by the way, last point, psych eval, I keep saying that, I swear this time. Yes, psych evals are required, but honestly, they don't really mean much. And you can look this up. Anyone can Google this. It's actually case law. If you're too smart or your IQ is too high, the police department won't hire you. They tend to not want people who are too smart.
Why? Because they go against them?
They don't like people who can really critically think very good for themselves.
Is that true?
They like little fun. They like little, yes. I wish I had my computer open. You could Google police officer. You know what? I'll even text you it. If your channel gets a text, I can text you the case law where they got, there's a police department up north that got sued because the guy's IQ was too high, and that was their excuse. Sorry, dude, you're too smart. It's true. Yeah. So they want stupid people, and not to say that officers are stupid, but yeah. So I just want to leave you with that. No, but think about it. If you're too analytical, like you're going to bust the system.
They want someone who is docile, who's going to listen, who's not too smart, because they're too smart. They're going to go against the system. Correct?
Yeah, they're going to be like, wait a minute, this don't make sense.
Right. They
just want people who could take direction, shut up, and do what we say. That's it. So yeah, I'll put it in the chat. I'll look up one of the lawsuits where a guy sued because his IQ was too high.
That's
okay. I swear, I'm telling you, your mind would be blown if you knew what was really going on with these.
You already blew my mind. You already did it. Yeah, that's. I didn't know that. Thank you so much, Chickadee. You were amazing.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, bye.
That was informative information. So basically, I believe what she was saying was all these things that police and sheriffs are doing, and what their mindset is and what they can get away. You know, these people are just like regular civilians. They think like them. I mean, that's insane. What the sheriff was doing was taking stuff and giving it to himself. That's insane. Insane. All right, let's do one more. But before I go, I know there was a super chat. Belinda, thank you for the 2 super chat, Belinda. I appreciate you so much. Inner City with the half of honey bun. Inner City Blues with the half of honey bun. Having fun on the run. Make it. She said, chat your text. Thanks, Novacity. I have nothing but unconditional respectator, yo. Respect to you. I think that's what she was trying to say, right? Inner City. Thank you so Inner City. That means a lot. Thank you. You don't have to. You don't. That means so much. Thank you for the half a honey bun. I really don't deserve that. Thank you so much. Breezy with that $9.99. So sad. Hi, Breezy. How are you? Good to see you. I didn't know you was here. Breezy, thank you so much. Shout out to my other mod, Breezy. How you doing, Breezy? How you feeling? Thank you, Breezy. Let's get one more. Let's get somebody else in here. Let's try. We're gonna make the calls just a little more shorter, though.
Hello.
Hello, Divine. This is Nove from the Vestity.
Hello.
Hi, this is Nove. Hi, you're live on the air. How are you?
Hi, Nove.
Hi, I'm doing great. How are you?
Tell me I'm good. I'm really enjoying your show.
Thank you. Oh, that means so much. Thank you. I really hope you're enjoying it. So please tell me, you have anything to say about the Sonya Massey case that I'm covering?
Yes, I do. When this guy was arrested, I just wonder why they put them in placement with their peers. You know, why not someplace else that he can be held accountable, you know, where he's not, don't feel like he's at home.
Right. I think that was a holding cell.
Okay.
I think that's where they just hold them for now until the process, their processing is done. I believe that's it. Like, I'm very sure. Yeah.
Okay. And another thing is, did you notice that a lot of them have tattoos, like a half sleeve on their right arm? It's more than one because him and his partner had the tattoo. You think it's some type of affiliation?
So I did look into that. I looked it and I did some research, and some social media was saying that was some specific group, you know, white supremacy. And I looked at the tattoos, and it is consistent with something called the hold on, let me get the name. It did look similar. I forgot the name of it, but I cannot say for sure if that was it. Skinhead Underground tattoos. There it goes. But I couldn't find any consistency with it being affiliated with a specific group. But I'm not saying that it's not. It did have 3 skulls, but there's a lot of tattoos with skulls in it. The only one that I saw that was consistent with it was called the SS Lightning Bolt tattoo. I think that's what it's called. And that does have some type of groups in it that I don't want to say. That is not, they don't like a particular sort of a group of people, you know. But I cannot confirm that. But you have a very good eye, though, Divine.
Yeah, because I noticed that it's several of them that had the half sleeve. So that was a concern of mine also. And then, too, it seemed like that they're in a predominantly black community.
So is this excuse me. So this community was predominantly minority, like black.
Right.
It was?
No, I'm asking.
So that, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm looking at the community, the people that's gathering right now, and I do see people of color. Yes.
That's what I thought. And then my thing is, why is it? It just seems like all communities of color is always patrolled, or the people that's running it is all Caucasian. It's just, I don't know. It just seemed like this stuff is so. It seemed like it's just happening too much, and there's no accountability for anything. It just seemed like they're just doing what they want to do. And with this new thing, with this project 2025 that's coming, if it goes through, we finished. I don't know.
So
it's a grave concern of mine.
So as for like with the officers and stuff, I don't know for sure again about the community, but if you're trying to say something like nefarious is happening with it comes to officers and specific group of people, I understand what you're talking about, because I did see it on Twitter and TikTok that this type of stuff is consistent. That's what you're trying to say, right?
Okay. And I did hear they were talking about with him using the pot of water as his defense.
Who?
That cannot be a defense, so for him to say that he was afraid for his life, because you can't be afraid for your life and you walking toward danger.
Correct. That's what we were talking about. Like,
yeah, I heard a guy that that's in the field discuss that, and he said, and then his friend was closer than he was, and he moved back. So if the other guy feared for his life, why would you progress forward? When you could either went out the back door, or you could have just, you could have used a taser. But it just seemed like his MO, and then when you put everything together, it just makes sense. He's a hothead, and they knew this, and just like they were just playing with fire, like.
Right. He could have literally just moved back. He could have just moved back.
Yeah. And then they keep saying that the girl threw the pot of water. She did not throw the pot of water. If somebody is telling you to put something down several times and you're not even holding it, that's confusing. Well, maybe she was thinking, well, do we want me to pick it back up? Okay, I'll get up and pick it back up. And then, she gets up, and then he shoots her. And if you shooting at somebody, what do you think she's going to do with the pot of water? Is she going to hold it, knowing, and you done shot her? That's a reaction.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. To me, it looked like she was just trying to like, if somebody's walking to you with a weapon to your face, and you already listened, like, hey, my hands are up. Hey, okay, I got that. I said I'm sorry, but she didn't need to say sorry. And he's still approaching her, telling her 3 times to put the pot. You did put the pot. So you're thinking, hey, this guy's out, and she's not okay. So she's gonna think, hey, this guy's out to finish me. I gotta defend myself. And in the state of Illinois,
no, she was not even holding the pot when he told her to put it down. So it was confusing too. Who wouldn't be? If you saying put down a pot, I'm not even holding. She had the mittens in her hand. Then she got back up after he kept saying, put the pot down, put the pot down. She got back up and grabbed the pot. Then, she said, I'm sorry. And he shot at her. So what was she supposed to do?
Right. So again, just touching back, I would just, it wouldn't matter. If either or, she would have to defend herself, is what I'm saying. So like, pot, some people believe she has a pot, some people believe that she doesn't have a pot. Either or, both bad outcomes. Both outcomes are still bad on his end, because you just don't do that.
But it would make more sense that she would be defending herself. That's all she had, the pot. If somebody's aiming a gun at you, well, at least I got the pot. So that would be her defense.
Right. That's what I'm saying to you, because I looked it up. In the state of Illinois, you can actually defend yourself from a cop. You know that. Right. So she's in the right in so many ways. So he's lost this. He doesn't even know. He's a coward.
If this is not the clearest case of murder, I don't know what it is.
This is.
You know what I'm?
Yes, this is. You're so right on that part. Absolutely.
And if he can get away with this, everybody needs to be up in arms. There should be no space left on the street.
I hear that. Thank you for speaking your piece. This was very informative, and you're right, and you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I hear you, because people are going to be livid if he is not charged guilty. I mean, that's people are going to be livid. Thank you.
That's right. That's
Thank
right.
you. Thank you, Devon.
Great job, and keep it up.
Well, I
Keep it
will.
up.
I will. Thank you so much. Bless your heart. Thank you. Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye. Good phone calls today, guys. Good phone calls today. Good phone calls today. Okay. Last phone call of today. Hit the like button, guys. We just need 70 more likes. 70 more likes. We're almost there. Facebook, you know what to do.
Traveling, no.
Hey, is this Inner City Blues?
Yes, it is. How are you?
I'm doing so good. How are you? Thank you so much for your contribution and watching. You're amazing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. You're amazing as well.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So please, we have just a little bit more time left, and I'm dedicating that to you. So tell me what you think about the case and everything. You have anything to say? Anything that you think you believe?
I'm quite disturbed because I work in law enforcement, and I shall say, in today's world, most people are worried about politics, greed, and just for self, you know? There's no love in the world anymore. There's no unconditional love in the world. And when you have that corruptness going on, nothing is going to be right until people become right. And the reason why I'm saying that is because it's so much going on that's so wrong, you know? And I just want to rewind it back to when he was inside that house and he had those deputies wherever they were. He stopped them from going in, number one. And then number two, when he said, I'm going to go and sit in my cruiser. Let me tell you something. When you do something as tragic and as devastating as you just did, and you're contemplating the story that you're trying to put together, and you're actually telling these same people that you don't want to go in to see what you did wrong, you step out of your car, you step out of the house, you go to your cruiser, and what did you do during that time? Did you actually call your fiance to speculate on what may have occurred so she can come up with some type of suggestion to give to the family, which the family received false results? I am disturbed by that. I used to be a cop. I'm no longer a cop because a lot of people don't have respect for cops anymore. So I still love people, though, so I still help people. But I am disturbed because if the detectives ping his phone, and they find out and pull his records of what phone calls he made when he went to that cruiser, if he did do that, and if he called her, that means that he was plotting his story as soon as he was leaving out, all the way up into the cruiser. And to me, that's disturbing because you're starting to, you know, like create this story so you can get by what you just did.
So let me ask you this question then. You used to be law enforcement, correct?
Yes, sir.
So is that normal behavior to do that?
Hell no. That's corruptness. That is straight corruptness, okay? And the reason being, that's why I know your story is about not, you know, speculating and giving false information. So what I will say, there are some discrepancies with this story. I do know that just by watching you, and I pay close attention. And to me, it makes no sense that I read something about she was involved, then she wasn't involved. Then I heard, you know, the family being reported different stories on what occurred with Miss Massey in the first place. Something is wrong right there. So were they all sitting around and say, okay, I want you to say this and I want you to say that. And honey, I'm calling you because I just made a really big mistake. And I need that when her body arrives to the hospital, I need you to say that it was self-inflicted. So when you or whoever you get to report this story to the family on what took place with Miss Massey, I need you to say this. Something is wrong here. And I am totally disturbed.
I hear your frustration. I hear it.
There's no reason why you should cover up something. Let me tell you something. There's nothing wrong with forgiveness. There's nothing wrong with saying, I am wrong. I made a wrong choice. I messed up. There's nothing wrong with that. People will respect you more. You may never be a police officer, but you can walk in dignity, whether it be behind jail or whatever. You can live with yourself. But as long as you continue to lie, hey, your karma is going to keep coming and coming. And as long as you keep lying, you're going to have to tell another lie and another lie and another lie.
That corruption was that whole entire self-inflicted gunshot wound. That's the biggest cover-up I have seen probably in my
life,
in my podcast. I thought that was stuff you see in the movies, but when I saw Vicky, I forgot her name, Vicky something, when she took the guy out of jail and was trying to run away with him to live with him because she fell in love with a guy who is I think he's a murderer or something. I covered that. That's corruption. But man, talking about taking a life, walking in someone's home, taking a life, saying self-inflicted gunshot wound, but she's throwing water, and then the hospital tells the family that, and they didn't hear about it until 24 hours later. That's wild. That's wild.
And let me tell you this. Let me. I don't mean to interrupt you. I know you have to go. But let me say this to you. I work in law enforcement still today, but as a civilian, okay? But what I will say is when that woman, when you gave that time frame, when she was over there laying on the floor, immediately.
Absolutely.
And I am so disturbed by this man. Like, who hired him? And you have so many agencies throughout the United States. I'm not going to say which one I work for, but you have ones that work for the United States in particular. They're worried about people's credit. They're worried about people, just dumb little things. But let me say something to you. A person that doesn't have the best credit but has no criminal history will probably be your best police officer. Do you know that they're not hiring police now because of their background and their credit history? But
they missed this guy.
Well, they missed him because there was some corruptness with that.
I wonder who else they missed. I wonder who else they missed.
Listen, it's all in who you know in the government. Let me tell you a short story.
No, that's true though, because he knew
when you
Scott
know
Butterfield.
somebody that knows somebody, they're gonna hook you up. You get me?
I know it happened to Scott Butterfield. Scott Butterfield hooked him up.
There you go. And that's what I mean by that. But I'm talking about the innocent that just go put on a suit and a tie, a dress or whatever, and go for an innocent interview, but maybe have some discrepancies on their credit report, but may be your best officer, your best dispatcher. You take upon yourself to say, oh, no, I'm not going to hire you because of your credit. But then you will hire somebody else like Sean Grayson. I got a problem with that.
Absolutely. You are speaking the truth. You are speaking the truth. Inner City, I have a new video that just dropped literally 40 minutes ago. I have to show it right now. Okay?
No problem.
So come watch. And you're right. You're rocking it. You're rocking it. Thank you. You are amazing, and we love you. Thank you so much. Okay?
Much love to you.
You too.
Much
now.
love.
Bye.
All right. Take care of yourself.
All right. Bye. All right, guys. We do have a new video that just dropped. Sheriff resigns. I know that we know that information, but this is a new video, so probably it can tell us something more. Let's watch this. It's only 2 minutes, so stay in the chat, get involved, hit that like button if you haven't, share on Facebook if you haven't. That will mean a lot. I know we have over 100 and something people on Facebook, but only 49 shares. It's okay. Let's keep it going.
Amid growing pressure on him to resign, the Sangamon County Sheriff is stepping down. This after a deputy
Copper, thank you for the $4.99. I appreciate you, Copper. How are you?
He shot and killed Sonya Massey in July.
And WGN's Jewel Hillary is joining us now with the latest details. Jewel.
Hi, good evening. You also initially, Sheriff Jack Campbell said he did not intend to step down, but today announced his resignation, in part saying that the current political climate makes it nearly impossible for him to effectively do his job and that he, his family, and the community's health has to be his top priority.
I would have never in the world thought the police shot my mom.
So this is Sonya Massey's son right here. This is Malachi Hill Massey, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I said his first name right. This is Sonya Massey's son. Yeah, yes, this is a new video. They just dropped this video, yes.
Like how? My Lord. How?
Sonya Massey's son Malachi shared those thoughts during a rally for justice for his mom at the end of July. On July 6th, after calling 911 for a possible intruder, body cam video shows them home.
A terrible act occurred by somebody under his leadership and tutelage.
Massey's father, along with Governor Pritzker and others, have repeatedly called for Sangamon County Sheriff Jack Campbell to resign for hiring Grayson, whose record includes 6 police jobs in 4 years and disciplinary action against him while serving as a deputy in Logan County.
And the DUIs, lady, come on, get it. Listen, either you're going to preach, either you're going to talk about them, but talk about them right. Let go of the Army, DUIs, come on now, say it all.
Friday, Sheriff Campbell announced that he will resign no later than August 31st. He says, it has become clear that the current political climate has made it nearly impossible for me to continue effectively in my role. In the wake of the sheriff's decision,
justice for Sonya Massey!
Civil rights attorney Ben Crump, who is representing Massey's family, says Sheriff Campbell's retirement marks a turning point in the ongoing pursuit of justice for Massey. He says although the pain of her loss is still fresh, Sonya's family is willing to work with the outgoing sheriff for the remainder of his tenure to help heal the community and achieve full justice for Sonya. Not long ago, a spokesperson for Governor Pritzker said he hopes Campbell's retirement helps heal the relationship the community has with the sheriff's office. Jackie and Ray.
I'm telling you guys, if it wasn't for the governor, if it wasn't for these videos help. These videos help. The Masked Angel, I love that name, became a Novacity executive. Can we welcome the Masked Angel? Welcome to the family. Enjoy your black on everything, all your perks, your crown, your priority, your emojis. Remember, you guys, you have emojis in it. Use your emojis. You have so much priority. Executive member? Let's welcome her. Oh, SKP 2024. You became Novacity class. Welcome to the family as well. SKP, I didn't forget about you. Laura Martinez, how are you? And Bridget Smelser, what's up? How are you, Bridget? How you been? If it wasn't for you guys sharing the podcast, liking the video, getting this video out there to people, educating, people applying pressure, people like talking, reporting to the FBI to do a case, to make this into a big matter than what it is, because justice for Sonya Massey is still ongoing, and it's never going to stop until we get the proper justice. Because of you guys, because being educated correctly, applying this pressure, saying, hey, we need to get this done. People in the streets, people online, us, this is applying that pressure. We already got this guy out of office. He's out of there. He's out of there. Campbell is done. He's stepping down. It worked. Remember, a week ago, he was saying, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going to resign because it's not going to start. It's not going to solve anything. Well, guess what? It solves something because you're the bozo who hired him. That means you want to take responsibility. You didn't look into his background. You was like, okay, I'm going to just hire him because I'm going to listen to Scott Butterball. Didn't work. You are responsible. And now you step down. Good. Bye. Good. Have a nice life. Get out of here. You guys, thank you all. Thank you. This is the proper justice that I'm talking about. This is what we needed. We are doing it the right way, one step at a time. Small steps to a bigger goal. Thank you all. Thank you all. Stop with her being mentally ill. I don't care if she was drunk or high on kite. Her actions did not justify her losing her life. And his girlfriend discussed Sonya's medical history with him. She committed a HIPAA violation. Bonnie, thank you so much for the 20. I know where you're coming from. Yes, because it doesn't justify anything. Yeah, what he did was awful, Bonnie. As for the HIPAA violation of her discussing medical records, I did, when I get information, I like to verify that. I couldn't get that verified. I don't know anything about that, Bonnie. If I can get that in some document or some type of any proof, I will let you know that. But I didn't hear anything about that, Bonnie. I'm not too sure about that. But I do understand about the first sentence you said, 100%. She didn't, in any context, she just, in any scenario, there's no way you should have justified that shooting. Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to end it here on this podcast. I first off want to say thank you for watching my ugly face. You have to hear my loud mouth explaining to you the updates of the beautiful Sonya Massey and the wonderful family. We're doing this to educate the public. We just want to do good. And thank you for watching with me, for listening to me, giving you guys updates on this. I'm glad I'm still talking about this. As long as I know I'm doing great, that's all that matters, okay? Members, my executives, thank you. Thank you. For anybody that's a subscriber, if you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. This is the time to do that. Hit the follow, hit the subscribe button. Facebook and YouTube, make this number go up. That means that you're involved. You're part of the family, and you're here for the facts. Thank you for whoever sent super chats. Everybody who sent super chats, bless your heart. Thank you. From Copper, Bonnie, Breezy, Inner City, to Belinda, to Lady, to the other lady, Returns, to SKP, to Adrienne, to Southern, to Grace L, to Bonnie again, to Non-Sword, to Mel, to Eric, Brown Sugar Lady, Bonnie again, to Splattered Brain, to Nelga, to Nikki, Brown, everybody, Colleen, Southern, everybody. Thank you. Meredith, thank you all for the love, the super chats, the wonderful comments from all you intelligent people in the chat. I don't know why I'm doing this. I look like Donald Trump. Sorry, but I know that I do this kind of like Donald Trump. I know. It's a very common thing. Very sorry. But thank you guys for watching with me. I like to sprinkle a little humor. I know we talk about true crime and it can be darkening. And it's good to end on a good laugh, on a good smiley face, good heart. Just good. Goodness, I just want to end it on a good night. All right. Last time to like, to share, and to get involved. Thank you for all my new members of today. This is for you. Welcome to the Novicity Nation executive and members. Welcome to the family. I will post that document for you guys right at the end of the podcast. Shout out to my mods, Breezy and Cole. Thank you, ladies. You've done a very good job today. And thank you guys. I love you so much. You guys continue to be the rock stars you are. All right. Merch. Get ready for merch because it's about to drop. I'm so excited. Thank you. Merch is about to drop. So I do have bad news though. It's very limited. So I am sorry. So it's only a certain amount of shirts, a certain amount of hats. So members get priority, and then first come, first serve to regular people, subscribers and followers. Just get ready because when it drops, all right? Not too late. You can donate Cash App or Venmo to Sonya Massey, $ Novicity or Novicity at Venmo. It's only, make sure you send it to the correct account. All right, Cole, if you could drop that link for them. I'm buying her a star in her name in the registry list. You can, anything from 50 cents, $1, anything you want. This is from Novicity to Sonya Massey and her family. I just want to do something nice. I want to put a star in her name. That's all I want to do. All right. Thank you guys for liking, watching, and everything else. Like I always say, do good and die great. And like always, I'll see you on the next one. Good night, everybody. I love you.